Bienvenue. Les aventures de Frank et Ben. Troisième série. Frank and Ben go back to Perkins on a Greyhound bus. Neuvième histoire. Frank and Ben go back to Perkins. Part 9. Although it seems to have taken an eternity, the eastbound bus on which Frank and Ben are riding finally pulls up to the Sault Ste. Marie bus terminal. The boys welcome this as a good sign and breathe a sigh of relief because this terminal marks the halfway point of their trip. Quickly, they get off the bus to get something to eat. They go to a nearby A&W restaurant that is full of people. Most of these people are passengers on the same bus as they are on. As it happens, Minot and Genevieve are in the lineup beside them, and because they have just received some wonderful news from home, are very excited and happy. Quickly they tell the boys that Minot's father, who is a widower, is getting remarried. As they place their orders and manage to get a table where they can all sit down together, not an easy thing in this crowded restaurant, but as luck would have it, 4 regular customers leave just as Frank and Ben get their orders. The boys hear enough from the 2 young women to find out that Minot is particularly close to her dad and holds him dearer than anyone else in the world. Shortly, they are all sitting down together with their food before them in styrofoam cups and containers. The conversation between the 2 boys and the 2 young women flows easily now. No longer do Frank and Ben feel as they did in Blood River when they shared a table with Minot and Genevieve in Blood River's one and only restaurant. No longer do they feel that these 2 young women are living in a world that is so different from or higher than their own. Now the 4 of them are talking about things that all people can relate to: family, friends, love, and so on. They carry on a lively conversation in the crowded and very noisy restaurant. Frank is particularly talkative, and sometimes he makes a joke or tells a funny story that gets them all laughing. It is a heady experience for the 2 boys because never before have they talked so intimately with 2 mature and sophisticated young women. No longer do they feel, as they did in Blood River, that they are unequal to them. What comes as a particularly pleasant surprise is to see that Genevieve can be a very friendly and engaging person. When Ben relates the story of how Frank stood up to the tough-looking boy and his friends both in and outside the big cafeteria in the big downtown Winnipeg shopping center, Genevieve seems to be as much impressed by Frank's reluctance to being portrayed a hero as she is by his ability to keep calm under pressure. Minot then brings up once again the incident in Cucamonga, where the 3 young men who gave her and Genevieve a hard time on the bus tried to pick a fight with Frank after he had intervened on their behalf. Once again, they laugh at how he resolved the matter by giving the three young troublemakers stupid-looking mosquito toys that he had just bought from Cucamonga's one and only souvenir shop. Once again, he is praised, particularly by Geneviève, for his cleverness and quick thinking. With her steady and admiring gaze upon him, Frank alternates between glowing with pride and looking sheepish and uncomfortable. Trying to change the subject, he asks Minot a question about her father. Minot answers him and then reveals both to him and Ben why she is so proud of him and why she is so pleased he is finally getting remarried. She tells them that by doing so, he is finally doing something to make his own life a happier and better one, and not just hers. Once they are back in their seats on the bus, Frank becomes unusually withdrawn and thoughtful. When Ben asks him what's the matter, he only shrugs the question off. Later on, however, he says to Ben, "You know, for over a year now, I've been working on a construction site and going to a technical school. And for the most part, I've liked what I've been doing and the way things have been going in my life. But now, after having met Geneviève and talking with her and Minot, I wish, I'll kill you if you laugh at me, Ben, I was going to university."